Hi guys, CeeVee here from CeeVee Hydro. Wanted to make this video yesterday, but then I said everyone would be busy with the festival Mahashivratri, and I said better do it today. As you all know, CeeVee Hydro has been in the forefront of soilless science in this country, and we've been around in this country for 17 long years. Come October, we would be completing 17 years from 2008. And as all of you know, we pioneered this concept in India, which was hitherto unknown in this country, or maybe just heard in bits and pieces. And we've come a long way. It's been a long journey, a saga of persistence, patience, perseverance, and an audacity of hope. So guys, I must tell you that we have done so many things, and we are now still doing many things, and there's still miles to go before we sleep. So there are two important announcements that I want to make. I made this announcement a few months ago when things were in their initial stage. The first announcement and the good news is that we will be inaugurating our first ever soilless cultivation training school in Tamil Nadu. And this will be a venture between CeeVee Hydro and Pristine Farms, Karamadai, close to Coimbatore. A beautiful location, a wonderful place for learning. And we start off by, with our 90-day masterclass program, which is a straight 90-day program without a single day holiday for the student. Any student who can complete 90 days without a break is going to go out as a man, a farmer, a good, confident farmer. So day after tomorrow, I will be at Karamadai at Pristine Farms, and I will go live from there as well, and I will generally explain to you what is going to be happening there. In the first very batch, we have 3 students starting from 1st March, and every month we would be having a new batch. So what happens is, as the first batch guys get more senior, they become they take the forefront, and they become like the leaders, and they do what is known as peer-to-peer learning. This program is not all about mollycoddling or spoon feeding or anything. There are no theory sessions at all. However, when students have a problem, they have to go through their challenges. I push them to the limits, and I ask them to find the answers. When they really cannot find the answers, that is the time when I come in and help them out. So it's a very grueling program. It's summer, and as you know, Tamil Nadu is a very hot state. So it's not going to be very easy for the students, although we've made arrangements for various things to make them feel comfortable. But once the program starts, it's going to be really grueling for them. But that's how farmers are supposed to learn. The job of a farmer is not easy. It's not a suit and boot job where you just sit in an air-conditioned room and press buttons. So this is the kindergarten for my students. If they can complete their 90 days without a break, I salute such people. Like how you make marine commandos, we produce agri-commandos, and we call them agri-veers. We produce agri-veers, we create agri-veers. That means we produce, and our aim is to produce some really knowledgeable, science-oriented farmers where they infuse science into agriculture. So we are looking at a long journey ahead. Pristine Farms is a commercial farm. It's a 7,000 square feet commercial farm with a nutrient film technique system, NFT, running there. And while this training is going on, the students will also learn how a commercial farm runs. They will be made to go through all the chores that are needed during the day. All kinds of SOPs they'll have to follow. They'll be taught climate management, nutrition management, greenhouse hygiene management, general farm management, and the works. So there also will be a lot of testing, and what we do normally is that once the students come, for the first 2 weeks, they take a little bit of time to get acclimatized to the place and start getting their ropes right. And from the 3rd week onwards, the students take over one student takes over as the farm manager and we rotate. That means he does farm management for 1 week, he gives jobs to all his other peers, and the next week somebody else takes over, and we take them through different departments every week after the second week. Like one guy will be totally in charge of greenhouse hygiene management for that week, while the other guy might be looking after the climate management, the other guy might be looking after nursery management, somebody will be looking at transplanting management, somebody will be looking at packing, grading, because this is a commercial farm, how produce is actually packed and made ready for selling into the market. There's going to be a lot of learning, and in addition to that, we also teach them life skills. Because if you don't have the life skills, the right life skills, you should never enter into farming. Patience, perseverance, getting along with people, mutual respect, all these things matter. Egos be kept outside the gate. So only those who are really keen in learning, ready to go through the grind, I can promise you they will come out as wonderful, learned boys and girls, and many of them can go and get jobs in this industry. There's a huge shortage of skilled people in this industry, and I can tell you one thing, guys, there's such a shortage that you can start with the salary of your dreams, and people want such people. There have been many of my students who have done 90-day program with me from the year 2016, and many of them who have gone into jobs are now in their third and fourth jobs, earning really, really well, and they're very happy. And then there are others who have gone on to, for example, start their own farms. One among those farms, many of you might have heard, Poddar Farms. Anand Poddar was my student, and he was with me not just for 3 months, but he hung around for another 2 months with me. And the beauty of my 90-day program is that you only pay once, only once. After 90 days, if you feel that you have not learned or you need to learn more, you're most welcome. The student is most welcome to stay back another 3 months, another 6 months. They don't pay me a pie. The whole idea of CeeVee Hydro is you've come here to learn. I did not bring you here at gunpoint. If you feel that you haven't learned enough, stay back, learn properly. I can't be fairer than that. So that's how my teaching has been over the 17 years so far, whether it be a small format or a medium format or a long format, and whatever format that may be. Having said that, we also have introduced I've curated a new training program, especially for turmeric and ginger learning. We have a client in Karnataka, in Dharwad. There, on that commercial farm, which will be starting, work will start from April onwards, or maybe March end. This program is a 9-month program where anyone who wants to learn on a commercial farm from day one to day last, they will be allowed to be there for 9 months, learn the entire process, and then go and start their own farms. So that is another thing that has been curated by me. It's a 9-month program. CeeVee Hydro, as you know, always comes out with something crazy. And while I say crazy, it has some meaning. It's all as per the need of the day. So guys, the 90-day program kicks off on the 1st of March. We have 3 students, Chetan from Bangalore, and Murlidhar, I think, also from Bangalore, and another interesting gentleman called Raja, who's coming all the way from Noida in North India. This program is not just for people from Tamil Nadu, it's open to everybody, and every month on the 1st we have a new batch. So that is one side of the news. The second most interesting news that I have to share with all of you is what? It is that in the turmeric area, in Soilless turmeric, as you know, my R&D in 2020 during the COVID times brought about some path-breaking results. We produced Soilless turmeric, which had absolutely no heavy metals, absolutely pesticide residue free, no microbiological contamination, increased the yield by more than 12 times in comparison to soil. We increased the curcumin content of that particular variety, which never goes above 2.8, 2.9 to 5.1. And the best part is whatever was harvested was nearly 100% saleable A-grade material. Okay guys, we've been doing boot camps in 24-25. We did about 6 boot camps in Hyderabad, in Nagpur, and where else? In Bangalore we did 4 boot camps, and believe me we trained more than 203 or 204 participants in this whole thing. Many of them have joined our small format 500 and 1000 square feet learning program for the year 25-26, and slowly we already have one client who has signed up for complete consulting for a 1-acre project in Dharwad in North Karnataka. Now, one of the biggest problems why people are scared to get into turmeric farming when we have achieved all these things that the National Turmeric Board is talking about. We also know that most of our turmeric and ginger is rejected in the European Union, Australia, in New Zealand, even Singapore, US. They reject our turmeric because they don't conform to certain qualifying requirements. Many times it is found that the turmeric has lead chromate. Now lead is a poison, it's a carcinogen. Now such kind of things are being mixed in the turmeric to make it colorful, make it look shiny. But the true color of turmeric is what you see behind my back. That kind of color is the real color of turmeric. Anyway, having said that, that's a different thing. How the whole idea of my research and my work so far, we have done so many boot camps, 18 boot camps we have done in the last 4-5 years. We have trained more than 380 students in this whole thing. Some of them have taken up the small format. 2 of them took up the commercial format. And this year is a game-changing year for the simple reason that we have now decided as CeeVee Hydro, because nobody was willing to take on the gauntlet of doing a buyback. This coming season, and by the end of this season in February 2026, all growers who go for commercial production of turmeric using the Soilless technology method, we will be very happy to consult for them and we will bring them up to speed, and we are looking at doing a minimum of 50 tons per acre of wet turmeric, which translates into 10 tons of dry turmeric. 6 is a very easily achievable number, and we are looking at as high as even 8 or 9 kilograms per grow bag. We are conducting a webinar on this, and we are going to be explaining on the 8th of March. I think it is at 6 p.m. in the morning, in the evening, and we are going to explain to people what is our plan. We got everything sorted. We're planning to buy 50 tons of dry powder turmeric from anybody who can produce this all over India. We are going to buy it, aggregate it, and we are going to be packing and selling not only within India, which has a high domestic consumption of turmeric. We are going to be selling this turmeric to the world. And I am sure, because over the years we have never seen anything that comes in the way of not allowing us to export our turmeric. India produces 80% of the world's turmeric, and it's such a shame that we import turmeric to extract curcumin. I have taken this upon myself as a mission to stop that. Why would we send money out of this country to buy turmeric which we can produce in this country? We have more than 52 varieties of commercial turmeric, and out of which about 10 of them which give reasonably good above 5% curcumin content. So where is the question of importing? Now, the beauty of this whole thing is that we are offering, listen to this carefully, we are offering 200 rupees for 1 kilogram of dry powdered turmeric. Of course, terms and conditions apply. It has to conform to the standards that we need. If you bring me if you for some reason have used pesticides and I find pesticide residue, I'm not going to accept it. But I can tell you, you don't need to do it, because I'm here to guide you right and all through, from seeding till harvest and beyond. Normally, CeeVee Hydro has never been in the post-processing of any of the crops till today. I do not know from where I get my courage. I have decided that yes, I'm going to buy 50 tons, minimum 50 tons of dry powdered turmeric. I'm going to pay the farmer 200 rupees a kilo, which is a lot of money. 10,000 kg multiplied by 200 is 20 lakhs. And for the amount of money that you'll put into a 1 acre system in the beginning, you will break even in just a little more than 2 years. Now, the other good news is, while I prepare my journey to sell your turmeric produced for me, the first aim is to sell it in the domestic market as absolutely pristine, clean, healthy turmeric to the domestic Indian market. While this is happening, I will be also talking to a lot of importers abroad, and I will be trying to sign forward contracts with them. Moment I get a few clues about who are those importers and what they are willing to pay, I will step up the buyback price for the export part to 300 rupees per kilogram. Now, is that good news? So if you're making 20 lakhs, which I sell in the domestic market, and I'm giving you 30 lakhs because I sell it in the international market, you'll be singing your way to the bank, I promise you. I've done all the hard work. I've done all the hard work to bring it to a point where you just have to follow instructions. You just have to follow SOP. Do what I tell you. Take me on as your consultant because you need me, because you know nothing or you know only half. So I suggest let's work together. You grow for us, and we will grow together. And believe me, the National Turmeric Board mission statement, we will not just match it, we will exceed it. This is the promise that I give you. I'm CeeVee from CeeVee Hydro. Please be there for my webinar on the 8th of March. If you need more information, please WhatsApp my Director Operations, Mr. Rajiv Unitan, on this number. The number is, please listen to it very carefully, 887-99-89999. I look forward to seeing as many of you on that webinar. This is a golden opportunity for all those people who were scared till today. What is going to happen if I grow this and nobody buys it? I have sorted your problem. I have taken that responsibility because it's very hard to find people who have the courage to even say, yes, I'll buy it, even though he doesn't have to produce. But I've gone one step because I've always believed, not by seeing, I always see, that's how I believe. So I walk into sometimes real unknowns, but that's why I find nuggets of gold. So you can call it the turmeric rush, like the gold rush. You can call it the turmeric rush. That turmeric is also like gold, the same color. So guys, देश की तरक्की कैसा हो, हल्दी क्रांति जैसा हो. So we are going to do great things. I want as many of you to join hands with me because without you, my mission cannot be complete. I'm here to help. I'm here to take the turmeric that we make to the next level, a level never seen before. Let's see which country, with all its rules and regulations, will reject the turmeric that we make in our Soilless method. So thank you guys. Again, just repeating, just recap. The first announcement was that we are starting a 90-day training program at Karamadai in Coimbatore, and that will be inaugurated day after tomorrow. We have 3 first batch students, and it's a commercial farm, and you can join any day, any first day of any month throughout the year as it suits you. The second announcement is that we have a 9-month training program at Dharwar at a commercial farm again, where turmeric will be grown in a soilless method. You're most welcome to come and attend that program as well, provided you don't have to be there all the 9 months, but you can come and go if you like. But it's very flexible, a program. The third and final thing I said is this massive buyback, assured buyback arrangement from CeeVee Hydro, and I make no bones about it. This is the only area where I used to find a missing link in the whole chain. why people don't join, why people don't want to grow was because who will buy? CeeVee Hydro, this is my promise to you. We will buy your turmeric, provided of course you make it the way it should be, as per the grade and as per the quality that we need. And I'm here to help you attain that. Because if I'm your consultant, it's my job to take you on the right path and take your turmeric to its genetic potential. So guys, thank you very much for listening. I said I must do it in the evening because everyone comes back home after work, so this is the right time to catch you guys. We've been doing wonderful things. We'll continue to do wonderful things. Our mission is not even 25% complete. So the woods are lovely, dark and deep, and I have miles to go before I sleep. So this is CeeVee signing off. Namaste. Salute to all of you. Thank you very much. Join our webinar on the 8th of March and let me lead you on that journey. Thank you guys. Bye.